Hello. Alright, so I have not been able to catch a fish to save my own life last few days. It's been hot and tough. So, take a little break and gonna do more of a political satire video today. This one's gonna be about Charlemagne the God Biden's speech, which was, I think it was published 2 months ago. I never even saw it in any feeds. It's kind of weird. Either way, I watched it. It was about 18 minutes long, and almost all of it was basically just Biden ranting about things. Um, you could tell that he was not very comfortable in that interview. Charlemagne was actually very good in that interview. I I wish he had more time to speak, but Biden was pretty bulldoggy about that stuff. But Charlemagne's got a quick mind, and he was patient, way more patient than Biden was, which is probably why Biden looks so bad. Points Charlemagne was making, well, that he couldn't really even get answers to were, well, basically stop putting race, or stop putting election burden on races, which really did hiccup Biden pretty hard. Because Biden and the Dems, and, well, not just the Dems, it's been like that for 30, 40 years, really. It's race baiting, which is sad. I mean, it's 2020. We really shouldn't be caring about that. Really shouldn't care about gender either. Just how a person can actually function and what kind of plan they can come up with. But now it always gets dragged back to black, white, Latino, yellow, male, female, otherkin. Like, seriously, everyone should really just quit caring about that because it's stupid. Another point would be Biden still has not picked his VP running mate, and that's getting pretty dang. It's getting pretty late in the game to not have one of those. He's under a lot of pressure to pick like a black female. I mean, sure, I don't care as long as she's actually good at her job. Who cares? Then I also watched the like Charlemagne's response to that video where he could talk a little bit more freely, and he was pretty heavy on the reparations side of things, which, you know, rural urban environments do things a little bit differently. To me, a reparation would be you basically just don't take people's taxes. But there are other people on the other aisle that just want to keep raising taxes and keep feeding the monster. Which, sometimes that monster does need to get fed. There's no getting around that. But I think the key point here would be thinking about population densities, which is what caused this whole COVID Corona 19 virus in the first place. Some places are crowded, some places aren't. America is a very large country. Much, much larger than people that are European or people that basically stay in the city can even imagine, really, unless they've traveled themselves. Let's see. Oh, and they also were bringing up marijuana laws, which, federally, it seems like the federal government really doesn't give a shit anymore, which is good. But the problem is that states, and the even bigger problem is that employers still really do give a shit, which does limit people's freedom of choice, I think. Uh, I'm pretty sure Trump doesn't care. Biden is still very wishy washy. You know, he was heavy against drugs 20, 30 years ago. And now he's like, oh, you can do whatever you want, but you'll have to go to rehab. Okay. Kind of confusing message, really. I think it's still up to each state and even up to each district now, I guess, because America is actually a republic. It's not a democratic state, technically. I know people don't like to learn about that kind of stuff, but that is civics 101, really. This is a republic. And Trump is not Cheeto Hitler, I don't think. Although, if he does try to stay in office more than 4 more years, there would be a problem. But this is one nation under God, and if you don't believe in God, then you can substitute the word nature in there, if you want to. But that's about all I got. See everybody later.